There is a moment in the Quran when one of the greatest prophets of Allah gives an answer that changes everything. He is asked, "Who is the most knowledgeable person on earth?" He answers, "I am," not out of pride, but because he is Musa, the prophet who spoke directly with Allah, the prophet who received revelation, the prophet who was given miracles. Then, Allah reveals something astonishing. There is a servant of Allah who knows what you do not know. On screen, Qur'an 1860. Imagine hearing those words. A prophet commanded to seek another man for knowledge. So Musa begins a journey that the Qur'an would preserve forever. At the meeting of the two seas, he finds a mysterious servant of Allah. The Qur'an describes him with only a few words. A servant upon whom we bestowed mercy and taught knowledge from our own presence. On screen, Qur'an 1865. Knowledge from Allah's own presence. Not learned from books, not inherited from teachers. Granted directly by Allah. Musa humbly asks, "May I follow you so that you may teach me?" But the reply is unexpected. "You will never be able to remain patient with me. How can you have patience over what you cannot fully understand?" On screen, Qur'an 1868. The journey begins. A boat is damaged, a young boy is killed, a wall is repaired for people who showed no kindness. Nothing makes sense. 3 times, Musa asks, "Why?" 3 times, he cannot remain silent. Only at the end does every mystery become clear. The damaged boat was saved from a tyrant king. The boy's death protected his believing parents from a greater tragedy. The wall concealed a treasure that belonged to 2 orphan children. What looked like destruction was protection. What looked like injustice was mercy. For centuries, many scholars reflected on this story, but Ibn Arabi saw something even deeper. He said there are 2 kinds of knowledge. The first is knowledge we acquire through study, through books, through experience. The second is knowledge that Allah grants directly from His presence. The Quran itself points to this when it says that Al-Khidr was taught. Knowledge from our own presence. This does not mean Al-Khidr was greater than Musa. Musa remained one of Allah's greatest prophets. It means that Allah gives different servants different kinds of knowledge, according to His wisdom. Perhaps that is why the heart of this story is not the boat, or the boy, or the wall. It is one question. How can you be patient with what you cannot yet understand? Maybe that is also the question every believer must answer, because we only see today's wave. Allah already sees the entire coastline, and perhaps that is the greatest lesson this journey was meant to teach.